In order to be competitive and be early to markets that have the potential to blow up, you need to act fast. SMMA versus AI automation agencies. Let's talk about it. These days, it seems like there's new business models showing up every single day. This is both a blessing and a curse of this amazing digital renaissance that we're all living through. You have opportunities showing up left and right, but it can make it super difficult to determine which path you should take. Anytime that a business model crops up, Derek and I heavily evaluate it. Today with you, I'm gonna evaluate AAA versus SMMA in the exact same way that Derek and I would. AAA stands for AI Automation Agency. Essentially what this consists of is helping business owners set up different technology like AI technology, chatbots, workflows, and other similar technologies that can help them increase conversion or increase efficiency in their business. SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency, and it represents an umbrella of services like organic and paid advertising, funnel creation, social media management, and more that are designed to help businesses grow and monetize traffic into revenue. Now, it's important to note that we run an SMMA, and we also teach a course on how to start and scale your own SMMA. But don't be quick to close out of this video due to any sort of bias. Within our own agency, we have the skills and the talent to deliver AAA services, and we have a lot of AI automation happening within our agency all day, every day. Let's go ahead and jump in. If you haven't already, make sure that you drop a subscribe to the channel down below. We've got videos like this coming every single week. So let's talk about foundations. The first criteria that we always look at is the foundation of the business model. This is the thing that first attracted us to the SMMA model to begin with. It was a business that had been around for a long time, but it was absolutely exploding in popularity, and we saw a ton of need in the future for every business to grow and monetize those social media. Put simply, the foundation is the ability of the business model to stand the test of time. AI automation agencies are a brand new business model, and there's been a ton of hype around AI or artificial intelligence lately. However, a lot of this has really slowed down. Usership of ChatGPT started dramatically declining as early as July of this year. We've seen this happen with a lot of different technologies. Look at Threads. It was the fastest growing social media app of all time, and now only a couple of months later, almost nobody is using it. Now, this is absolutely not a knock on AI and the technology. AI is definitely going to be a massive part of the future that we all live in. Additionally, for many businesses, AI in these types of workflows or chatbots are very much optional right now. On the other hand, let's look at SMMA. Gone are the days of questioning whether it is of value. In order to be competitive as a business of any kind in today's day and age, people need to be on social media. There's just no question about it. It shows no signs of slowing down, and it is only going to continue in the future as these social media applications continue to add tens or hundreds of millions of users every single year, year over year. The fight in terms of foundations 100% goes to SMMA. Now let's talk about pain addressed by the business model, because this is massively important. When you're trying to get clients for your agency, whether you're running an AI automation agency or you're running a social media marketing agency, the biggest selling point that you have and the big deciding factor of how much they're really going to be willing to pay you comes down to how big of a challenge you're solving for them within their business and how critical and urgent it is. The bigger the problem that you solve and the faster you solve it for them, the more that you can charge per month. I've seen a lot of people even reaching out to our agency offering their AI automation services to use for our agency or to use for our clients. The thing is, we already pay for a lot of platforms, and during onboarding for these platforms, a lot of these workflows and these automations are set up as a part of us signing up with that platform. So everything's already configured and set up during onboarding, and our team is trained to run those services internally. For some companies though, they have a huge amount of traffic that's finding the way to the website. In cases like this, a chatbot can be massively useful in terms of starting conversations with that traffic that their sales team could never possibly get to. Now, it's important to look at that last point though when we look at social media marketing agencies and the pain point that it is solving. SMMA solves the problem of bringing interest and attention to the client. This is the lifeblood of the business. For a lot of organizations, the marketing or the sales team is almost more important than the CEO. Without attention and without reaching their target market and driving conversion, they are going to go out of business. It's just that simple. In the example that I gave earlier that had the huge use case for chatbots, they needed chatbots because they already had a thriving amount of traffic finding the way to their site. Traffic was likely coming from either organic or paid social channels. If they don't have that, they don't have any use for an AI automation service. So this being said, no matter what type of business you're in, The biggest challenge that you are always going to be looking to solve is solving a traffic and awareness problem. Without this, they have no need for an AI automation agency because they have no traffic causing problems that they need to solve. If they have no automation in place today and you pitch them your services and they turn you down, that business isn't going to disappear overnight. It's not that big of a problem. If they have no traffic, no leads, and thus no conversion and no sales, if you're pitching them services and they turn you down, they might not have a business in a couple of months. In terms of the pain point that's challenged by the business model, this one 100% goes to SMMA, but for businesses that are well established, it absolutely is an opportunity to sell them AI automation services. Now let's talk about scalability. AI automation agencies oftentimes necessitate custom-built solutions for each client that you're working with. Now, this is nice because it offers a white glove approach to them, and you can oftentimes hire retainers to deliver these types of services. But the problem with this is that it can often be much more complicated to outsource these types of services to somebody because there's a lot of tribal knowledge around these custom solutions that you're building for your clients. AAA is definitely scalable to an extent. It's definitely a business that you could make, tens of thousands of dollars per month on, but it's probably not going to get you to, 30K, 50K per month. Now, SMMA can also be a very complex white glove type of service that you provide. If you're offering different services to every client that you work with, it can be very difficult to scale. The big reason why we teach lead gen and proven methods in the SMMA blueprint that are copy paste methods that can be used from one client to the next client to the next client is because they actually deliver the most value in terms of lead flow, and they're also very easy to replicate from one client to the next. Additionally, these days, it's very easy to find people that are definitely proven experts in social media services. Now, this one's a bit of a tie. It really depends on the type of business that you are looking to grow and scale. If you're looking to get really technical and provide white glove, custom tailored solutions to your clients, AAA might be a more scalable thing to you. Just keep in mind that you might just be a one-person business for the foreseeable future because you might not ever be able to find talent to outsource to. Now let's talk about the excitement level. AAA definitely has a ton of excitement around it right now. There's a lot of people that are super bought in. There's a lot of hype around AI in general. Now, SMMA is something that's been around for a while. Sure, there's new techniques, methodologies, different things that are happening, but it's definitely not an early market in a lot of ways. It's a well-established market. Now, there's definitely good sides and bad sides to that. A lot of the work has been done for us and that we don't need to convince business owners that they need to be on social media anymore. Now, social media has definitely been around for a while. There's definitely a bit less hype around the business model for SMMA, but there's still massive opportunity within this market that just continues to grow and grow and grow, and business owners need more and more of these services. In terms of the overall excitement though, this one definitely goes to the AAA business model. Now let's talk about acquiring customers. The biggest thing that you want to be looking at when it comes to getting clients for any agency that you're working with is the pain that you're solving. Pain really drives urgency, which really drives purchasing and where people allocate budget dollars in their business. If you're solving an urgent challenge, you are always going to be able to go and find clients for your business. The problem with AAA is that it's very much optional. It's an operational efficiency gain that they stand to have with AAA. And sure, if there's a lot of traffic that's currently finding the way to the site, there's an opportunity to help them grow revenue with things like chatbots and converting more of that traffic. The thing is, when you're first getting started, especially as a beginner, a lot of these businesses are not going to have that traffic. So you'd oftentimes be setting up a chatbot to talk to nobody that's hitting the site. If you're really looking for an ongoing retained business model that you can provide to anybody who has a pain point, SMMA absolutely wins the battle here. It's really not even a contest. To wrap it up, both of these business models are definitely great options for people that are looking to dip their toe into online business and start their first business online. I always like to say that SMMA is the best first business to start because it's an amazing way. It's almost like a paid internship where you get to work with clients alongside them, helping them grow their business, getting paid to learn these services that you can then even use on your own agency to grow your agency and work with more and more clients. Now, AAA is an emerging market. Like I said earlier, I definitely don't think that AI is going to disappear. It is here to stay. The thing is, I just don't think that there's enough practicality in use cases right now to really drive a lot of urgency for most business owners. A great video to watch after this one would be this one right here, where Derek, my business partner, walks you through how to set up a social media marketing agency as a total beginner.